taking on a team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sun Devils will get this season underway as toe meets leather. From inside the 10, here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll step out of bounds right in the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Going with the ground game left. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in Week 1.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Dances away. Got out of trouble and throws. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Oh, he's got a chance. Got the 1st down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
It's complete. Still running at the 40. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Sun Devils can really attack on this second and short. Leaves it with the running back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. To the ground, he's got it again. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And the Sun Devils are in the hurry-up. Off play action. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Mano-a-mano, the offensive line gets it done, driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And that was a good effort. That was a good throw, good catch, but he just ran out of real estate. And if I'm a QB, you want to miss outside. You definitely don't want to miss inside, but, man, he didn't miss by much.
Looking downfield, it's Coleman. Here's a heat. At the 45 on his way. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. It's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
Running into the open space. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And it's no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, one of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Snagged in the middle. It's Gonzalez. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you've got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off. And even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him somewhat.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Caught over the middle. It's Barnes. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're throwing for it on fourth down. They make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Here we go. They'll go right back to the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Coleman. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And the Bruins with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Napier. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Cox. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Bruins! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish your 1st half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Here's the handoff. Running to Green. Turning it on. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Sun Devils have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to throw time, running short in the half. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Defense not showing press coverage. To the air on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, UCLA. The defense putting points on the board. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. He'll throw it. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
This quarterback is so lucky that ball wasn't picked off. Of course, he threw a pick on the last drive, and this one the defender dropped. This quarterback's got to get his act together.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And the defense got him at the 27.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away Get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll give it to the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Scanning the field, it's Coleman. The short hands, it's Brown. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They pick up that first down easily. You wonder sometimes if you're two-down territory there and you take a shot on third and run it on fourth, but they opt to just move the chains here.
Man, I laugh now watching quarterback sneaks. It looks a lot less fun than back in my day when I played, because not only are you getting hit from the front now if you're a quarterback, but you've got your own guys running into your back now as well. We see these push plays more and more often today in college football. No fun.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Dances away to buy time. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man on the right. Back down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet, McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They'll leave it with him. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff from the gun. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Looking to throw, it's Coleman. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. No fall off from the noise or intensity from this crowd as we start the 4th quarter. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. So the 4th down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play, Reese, is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are. They're trying to scrape and claw themselves back into this one and take the lead. They needed that play.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Let's take a second about Arizona State. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
Priority number 1, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You've got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
Hunt is on its way. Looks it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Bruins come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Coleman. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They'll run for it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And the Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
To the air on second down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air.
Bringing it back. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Third downs are so crucial, and quarterbacks, you want them to be, elite with their functioning, be able to go through their progressions, get rid of the football, not take sacks. but they just took a sack. How about the individual effort by that defense, understanding third down and getting it?
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's fourth down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Right back to him on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Leaves it with the back. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down.
4th down coming up.
Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Timeout, UCLA.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead's extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong.